It's not quite what happened. This is all about budget reconciliation and Democrats in the Senate that they didn't like. A couple of pro-education provisions in the bill that they didn't like. A parliamentarian who made the Republicans remove them from the bill. There was no mistake on the actual aspect of taxes or anything to do with taxes. There were no screw-ups. There were no mess-ups. There was nothing whatsoever fundamentally wrong with this requiring the House to vote again. It was simply a bunch of Senate nitpickers arguing over parliamentarian procedure. 529 savings accounts, in other words, educational savings accounts, 529 savings accounts for homeschooling expenses. Another protected endowments to private universities from being subject to a new excise tax. Democrats make the Republicans have to vote again, and they seize this as an opportunity to report the Republicans don't know what they're doing. The Republicans are providing another hidden loophole to the rich, or other such lie. And nobody said anything about the many ways that Obamacare violated budget reconciliation, which is called the Byrd Rule, by the way, B-Y-R-D for Sheets Byrd. Robert Byrd himself said it violated the Byrd Rule, but all that was ignored while they rammed Obamacare through, and the Republicans didn't have the votes to stop it, so they didn't make a big deal about it. But anyway, the revote has nothing to do with anything other than parliamentarian procedures that Democrats wanted to nitpick. The House vote is going to be identical to what it was. It is essentially a formality. It's going to happen around 1 o'clock this afternoon. And it will happen as it did yesterday. And then by the end of the week, it'll be signed. There's going to be a little victory bash at the White House today. Trump and some various Republicans, House and Senate members coming up there to do a pre-victory victory party to get this thing off and running. Now, I'm looking at this, and we're getting into the nuts and bolts of this here in just a second. But you know, everybody, media, everybody looking at 2018, and as you know, we've discussed the Democrats think that they've got the House won already because of the election in Alabama, the election in Virginia. The Democrats think that they have won the House. Just a matter of the calendar playing out. This tax cut bill is going to be a huge disaster. And it is, but for them. It'll be a repeat. But they think, because of their brethren in the media, that they have been able to soil, if you will, or muddy the waters on this. And they think they have the American people positioned and ready to object to it, to hate it, to think it's going to be a bomb out, a thing will be the rich, when in fact, 80% of taxpayers in this bill are going to see bigger paychecks. One way or the other. Well, you know, it's more accurate to say 50% because there's 50% that don't pay taxes already. But even some of the 50% that don't pay taxes are going to see some benefits. So it's not inaccurate to say more disposable income. Now, what happens when that happens? What happens when people see that the economy doesn't stop, when people see that the economy keeps growing, when disposable income, what will their reaction be? Media. And that is where they're going to get, the Democrats are going to get kicked. So looking ahead to 2018, single Democrat in Congress, all 238 of them voted no on this. And what precisely did they vote no on?